Hello everyone, this is me Sharon. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano gawin itong Goldy Honey Bear sunflower. So, yung klase ng sunflower na to, meron siyang pinaka-green sa gitna, tapos kulay orange yung shade na ginawa ko, which is hopefully the same as dun sa original na pinagayahan ko sa picture. Make sure to check the materials first before you make one, and also watch until the end of this video. So to start this project, we're gonna make a double magic ring para secure yung middle part ng ating sunflower. And then we're gonna chain 1 to bring up the yarn, and then work 6 loop stitches. Nilagay ko na lang single crochet, but we're actually working loop stitches here. And this is how you do it. You make a loop as you work single crochet stitches, and we're gonna do that from round 1 to round 8. Once you're done, we're going to pull the yarn tail first to see if which one of those ring moves. And when you see the one that moves, that is the one that we're going to pull. Make sure to pull it tight, and then after that, we're going to pull the yarn tail to tighten. So, itong double magic ring, gagawin din natin to make a leaf later para masecure yung pinaka middle part niya. Kasi after nito, pwede na nating i-cut yung yarn at hindi na siya basta-basta makakalas. To end the round, we're going to work a slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made. For round 2, we're going to work an increase, and it will be into every stitch. Also, keep in mind that the chain 1 there does not count as a stitch. So into that same stitch, we're going to make 2 loop stitches. So that will be 2 loop stitches into every stitch around. To end the round, we're going to work a slip stitch on top of the very first single crochet that we have made, and we should have 12 single crochet in total. For round 3, we're going to chain 1 loop stitch into the same stitch, and then 2 loop stitches into the next. That will be the sequence, and we will repeat this until we get back around. As always, we end the round with a slip stitch on top of the first loop stitch made. So for round 4, the increase would be into every third stitch around. We should have a total of 24 single crochet once done. By the way, up to round 4, I am going to use this color. But once we get to round 5, we're going to change the yarn color. This is actually the front of the sunflower, and I'll be using lanolin in orange color. For round 5, we're gonna work an increase into every 4th stitch around. And by the end of this round, we should have 30 single crochets. Lanalon yarn yung ginagamit ko dito kasi wala akong color na ganito sa in the field 4-ply yarn. But later on kasi dahil nga ibabrush ko siya, hindi na rin siya mahalata, hindi na rin makikita yung strands ng lanalon na iba dun sa inumpisahan kong yarn. So what if milk cotton yung gagamitin yung yarns dito sa paggawa ng gintong sunflower? I think okay lang din naman, but of course it's gonna be a different size kasi mukhang mas makapal yung milk cotton na yarn, yung 5-ply kung gano'n ang gagamitin nyo. And pwede nyo ring i-adjust ng size ng sunflower. If in case na nalalakihan kayo hanggang round 10, you can just do up to round 8 or 9 or depende sa size na gusto nyo. And then yung last round niya is just work 1 single crochet into every stitch around. Pag naman yung crochet thread or yung monaco or canon ang gagamitin nyo, for sure mas maliit siya dito sa size na to. Magiging maliit siya, and you can experiment using other yarns, pero mas makapal na yarn, mas malaki siya. Pero kung yung gagamitin yarn is mas manipis, mas maliit yung magiging project nyo. Make sure din na yung hook na gagamitin nyo is compatible dun sa yarn na gagamitin nyo. Now, when we get to round 7, the increase will be into every 6th stitch around. So, hindi na natin iibahin yung sequence. Every 6th stitch yung increase na ilalagay natin for this. And for round 8, yun ang pinaka-final na paglalagay natin ng increase. For round 8 naman, 1 single crochet into each of the next 3, and then increase, and then 1 single crochet into each of the next 3. Uulitin lang natin yan 6 times so that we will have a total of 48 single crochets. So, kaya natin iniiba yung placement ng ating increase para maging rounded yung shape niya. So, it's still an increase into every 7th stitch. Now, to end the round, we always close the slip stitch. And then this time naman, we're gonna stop working the loop stitches, but we will work regular single crochet stitches. After chaining 1, we're going to turn. This will be the front side of our sunflower. And then we will start working 1 single crochet into that same stitch, and the increase would be into every 8th stitch around. So we will still need to work an increase to make the sunflower bigger. So hindi pa tapos yun. But then after this round 9, round 10 will be just 1 single crochet into every stitch around. After we finish this round, by working a slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made, we're going to work into the back loop only. So the back loops are the one that is farthest away from you. This one is the back loop. Later on, we will be working in the front loops to make the petals. So we will just work 1 single crochet into each of the back loop around. So we should still have a total of 54 single crochets. So to end the round, we're going to work a slip stitch on top of the very first single crochet made. We should have a total of 54 stitches. So once done, natapos na natin ang buong round 10. So we're going to work the petals into those front loops. So bali, we're gonna use a different color this time. This one is peach in the fill 4 ply yarn, and into the very first front loop of round 9, that's when we're going to insert the yarn, and then first we're gonna chain 8. After chaining 8, we're going to work our first single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and one single crochet into each of the remaining chains. So bali, we should have 7 single crochets in total. After that, we're going to skip 1 stitch, and then into the next we're gonna work a slip stitch. So after skipping 1 front loop, we're gonna work a slip stitch into the next, and that's it. That's a repeating pattern. So 1 slip stitch into the next, and there we will start another chain 8. So this will be the first part of making the petal. After chaining 8, we're gonna work a single crochet into each of those 7 remaining chains. So bali, we should have a total of 7 single crochet. And then after that, we're going to be skipping again, skipping the first front loop, and into the next we're gonna slip stitch, and then we're going to repeat the pattern of working a slip stitch and then chain 8 to make another one. So we will keep repeating this pattern until we get back around. So bali, when we get back around, we're gonna slip stitch into the slip stitch that we did in the first one that we have made. Hindi ko na mapapakita pa, but when we get back around, we're going to insert the wire. So this will complete the petal of our sunflower. So we're not gonna cut off the yarn. We're simply going to continue by working a single crochet into that first single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 3. After that, we're going to work half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then 1 single crochet. That will be the last stitch, and then we're going to bend the wire. Tapos we're gonna work 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then chain 1, slip stitch into that single crochet. We're going to make the picot. This will be the pointed part of the petal, and then into that same stitch we're gonna work 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet into the next. Bali, we're just going to mirror what we did on the opposite side. 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and then dun sa second to the last stitch we're gonna work 1 half double crochet and then 1 single crochet into the very last stitch. So that's the pattern that we're going to repeat. After that, we're gonna slip stitch into the slip stitch, and then we'll repeat the same pattern to make the second petal. So ang purpose ng floral wire natin is para tumayo yung mga petals natin at hindi siya basta-basta bumabagsak. So if ever na wala kayong ganitong klaseng floral wire, medyo mas malambot siya, you can use the galvanized wire. Kaya lang iwasan nyo lang mabasa para hindi mangalawang siya. So, tatapusin ko lang to and then later on papakita ko pag natapos ko na yung buong round. Once done, you should have 18 petals. Pero itong sa akin, for some reason, naging 21 petals siya. Siguro na maraming stitches ko in the last round of increase. But that's okay kasi hindi na ako maglalagay ng another round of petal. Okay na yung isang layer. Later on, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung back part naman. But I will show you how I make it fuzzy by cutting off the loops first. Tapos, kung meron kayong pet brush, you can use that to brush it later para maging fuzzy siya and fluffy. So, yun ang gagawin ko later on. But you may skip this part if you think that this is okay now and you don't need to do anything if you like this kind of design. But in my case, I will use a pet brush to brush this and make it fluffier like this. After that, I'm gonna show you kung paano gagawin yung back part niya. Mabilis lang naman din kasi we will repeat using the green yarn from round 1 to round 10. After that, we're gonna make the back petals. So, after chaining 2 into that same stitch, we're gonna work 1 double crochet, pero we're doing the back loop only because we're gonna use the front loop to join the front of the sunflower. So we're only working with the back petals on the front loop only. Actually, front loop siya kasi nasa pinaka malapit sa atin. So, yung back loop na sinasabi is yung loop na malayo sa atin. So, after we do this, I'm gonna show you the next step after working the back petals of the sunflower. So, at the end, we're going to work a slip stitch in there, and then we're gonna cut off the yarn after this. Also, you should have your floral wire with you. Yung kasi nabibend yung pinakadulo niya. Tapos, yun ang pangharang natin para hindi siya basta-basta matatanggal dito sa flower. So, using the pliers, I will bend the wire. Paikot siya. Yan. Mas magandang floral wire ang gamitin dito kasi para just in case na gusto mong i-bend pa yung flower, madali mo siyang magawa. Unlike pag sa mga wooden stick or barbecue stick or whatever stick that you're gonna use, hindi mo siya mabibend agad. Kaya dapat yung position ng flower is nasa isang direction lang. Unlike this one, pwede mo pang i-bend kung gusto mo siya nakatingala or naka-upright position naman. So, I'm filling it out with fiber fill, and you can use scrap yarns if you don't have yung ganito. Meron din alam kong nabibili sa palengke ng mga ganito, yung sa unan. And then, once done, yun, tatahiin lang natin siya. Ginagamit ko yung mga loops na iniwan natin para yun ang pan-join natin dun sa dalawang pieces. Next naman is we're gonna make the leaf or the sunflower leaf using the green yarn or apple green yarn. We're also going to make the double magic ring, and then we're going to chain 1 to bring up the yarn, and then we're gonna work 7 single crochets into the ring. So once done, pull lang natin ng konti yung yarn tail para makita natin kung alin dun yung nag-move. So yung yarn na nag-move, yun yung hahatakin natin, and then we're gonna pull it tight hanggang sa hindi na makita yung first string. And then after that, pull na natin yung yarn tail para ma-secure. So ginagawa natin to para hindi siya basta-basta makakalas. And then we can cut off the yarn right away para hindi siya sagabal habang nagko-crochet tayo. So once done, after slip stitching, we're gonna chain 2 and then 3 double crochet into the same stitch, and then 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. After that, we're going to do 3 treble crochets. So ang gagawin naman natin ngayon is we're just going to mirror what we did on the opposite side. So ulitin lang natin ulit. So we're going to work 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, and then after we finish that, we're going to work 3 double crochet into the last stitch. Finally, we're going to chain 2 and work a slip stitch into the same stitch. For round 3 naman tayo, we're gonna work a chain 2, 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet into the same stitch, 3 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochet into each of the next 6 stitches. Next, sa pinakagitna naman, 3 double crochet into the next stitch. And then we're gonna mirror what we did on the opposite side. 2 double crochet into each of the next 6 stitches. Same thing as what we did on the opposite side. Once done, we're gonna chain 1 and then slip stitch. Now we're gonna do the last round, but we're gonna use the wire now. After chaining 2, we're gonna work 1 single crochet and then 1 half double crochet into the next. Then 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. One double crochet into each of the next 11 stitches. Once matapos, yung pinaka middle part niya, we're gonna do 1 double crochet, 1 treble, we're gonna chain 3, slip stitch into the top of the treble, 1 treble crochet, 1 double crochet, and then mirror lang natin kung ano yung ginawa natin dito sa opposite side niya. So once done, we're gonna chain 1 and then work a slip stitch. Tapos mag-iwan lang tayo ng mga about 6 to 7 inches. Irarap natin ngayon yung yarn around dun sa floral wire na magsisilbing tangkay sa ating sunflower leaf, or in English, petiole. Later on, makikita nyo kung paano ko i-attach itong leaf sa sunflower na ginawa natin. Tapos, i-wrap na natin yung floral wire ng sunflower with the green yarn. So, if wala kayong floral tape, you can use the green yarn. And since yung floral tape na meron ako, hindi naman ka-color yung yarn ng leaf niya saka yung back petal niya. So, ito na lang din ang ginamit ko. And then, gumagamit din ako ng glue gun para ma-stick at hindi magkalas-kalas agad yung mga yarns na nakapaikot din sa floral wire. Anyway, medyo matagal lang yung process ng pag-ikot ng yarn sa floral wire kasi dapat talagang hindi nakikita yung nasa ilalim niya, and you have to secure it with the glue gun para hindi siya matatanggal basta-basta. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Meron pa akong ibang mga tutorials like yung tulip. You can check my channel's playlist and also my other tutorial on purses and bags. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.